Hi there, Jamie here from the Center for Aligned Living. Thank you so much for tuning in today and checking out this video. I hope that you get some information from it that perhaps helps you out. We just wrapped up Christmas as I'm recording this, and it was really magical and beautiful, and ups and downs like most holidays are. But I think my takeaway was just, yet again, focus on where you're feeling. If you are feeling external and focusing on other people, things, if that's really where your energy is, and you're feeling anxiety or depression or discomfort, then it is a wake-up that you are not currently in alignment with Source. So I was very, very, very aware of my emotions throughout these holidays, and they were a little up and down. It just happens. We can't help. We're humans, and we have expectations and whatnot. But in hindsight, it worked out really well, and I kept coming back to, okay, well, you're making a choice right now. You're making a choice to feel discomfort. It comes up, and you don't ignore it, but you don't live there. You just take it as information, you observe it, and then you make conscious responses based on that information that you are getting. So I noticed a lot of times I was off track. If I was angry, I'm like, okay, what am I trying to control here? And if it's just completely out of my control, which what is in my control, we've talked about this over and over again, how I respond, how I feel, how, me. You for you, me for me, okay? So, I tried to keep myself in check. And I'm excited. I'm excited that, they're over. I love Christmas. I'm like an elf, right? I just love it. I love all things Christmas. And, even the ups and downs and the homesickness that I get at Christmas time. It just shows me that there's someone that I love that I'm not with. And so, maybe I need to try to make some arrangements to change some things. Information. Make decisions on that information, okay? You don't have to be reactive. So, you just take it in, you don't get all worked up, and you let it flow. Let it flow. But what I want to talk to you about today is we've got New Year's coming. Who does New Year's resolutions? Okay, most people do. Some people have just canned them, and that's fine. I completely understand that. Here's my advice. Don't set yourself up for failure, okay? You can have the best year of your life if you take baby steps, okay? There's this motivational picture out there, okay? And it has a picture of two ladders. And one ladder, the rungs on the ladder are really far apart, okay? So it's really hard to climb that ladder. And I feel like that's what we do with our New Year's resolutions, right? It's like you put the end goal way up here, but you don't do the steps, right? And then you end up just giving up because you're not here. Because we like things immediately, don't we? Here at Earth School. So, think of your New Year's resolution as a ladder that has the rungs closer together. And you're just cruising on at it, right? And you may be like, oh, I don't even know how to get to my goal. Well, get some help. Figure it out. Read a book. Call a coach. Call somebody. What helped me immensely with life in general, besides trying my best to live as aligned as I can, is I follow the moon. I follow the moon cycles, and it's just lovely because now I feel like I'm flowing with nature, okay? And I don't have to wait until January 1st to do anything, okay? Because I have a new moon opportunity every single month. And so it's like mini goals, right? But it all just builds up, and you build upon each one. It's like those little rungs on the ladder. So it's super exciting because then you get momentum. Over here, you're feeling kind of depressed because you're like, dang, gone it, I cannot make that goal, or I'm just going to quit, I'm going to give up, it's too hard. Baby steps, up the ladder, build on it, positive momentum. Get going, get excited, have some successes, start small, okay? And then with all those small steps, look where you're going, as opposed to still down here going, how am I going to get up there? How am I going to do it? Well, you're probably not. You're setting yourself up for failure. So just keep that in mind when you're heading into the new year. And you don't have to start January 1st. You can start today. You can start whenever you're watching this video. Just set a new goal. Set something small and work towards it. Last year, my New Year's resolution was to drink more water. Seriously, that was my New Year's resolution. And I had some good days of water intake, and I had some bad days because, life. But I didn't quit because, I just kept on with that. But my moon cycles, I'm telling you, if you're interested in that, I think you should check it out. Just you don't even have to buy a lunar calendar because some of them are kind of pricey. And I don't even really look at mine because I just look at the month and I'm like, ooh, there it is, and there's the full moon. Here's what I'm going to do. And I do rituals around it so that I really make it sacred. And I take it seriously because rather than just tossing it into the ring going, oh, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to, get my website up and running. That might sound small. That was a bad example. I don't have an example right now. Maybe you put something lofty out there. Oh, I'm going to lose 35 pounds. You're not going to lose 35 pounds in the first month or week or whatever, so don't get discouraged. Maybe you start with, take a positive approach to it. Go, weight loss, that's great. I want to lose some weight. Well, I know that I probably eat too late at night. So my January resolution is going to be not to eat after a certain hour. Right? You'll sleep better. And then you'll wake up fresh. And that's good. Or maybe you cut something out, Or maybe if you don't like deprivation, if you don't want to cut something out, add something in, right? So just be like, I'm going to eat a salad a day. Or, just to make healthy choices. You see what I'm saying? And if you focus on the healthy choices, then you're not really focusing on, I can't have that cookie that I want. Or I can't have pizza and beer. Sorry if you're underage, but you know what I'm saying. So that's my advice to you. Start small. Get some success. Get some momentum, okay? You can have a big, lofty goal. That's great. But if you don't take steps to get to it, you're probably not going to get to it. And then 5 years from now, you're going to be like, dang on, I wish I'd have done that, Break it down. Break it down. Follow the months. Follow the lunar cycle. Follow whatever you want. Maybe it's a 52-week plan. Maybe you've got you initiate something each week that you're doing to create the life that you want. And don't don't fixate on what you don't want. Think about what you do want. I tell my kids this all the time. I'm like, all I hear is what you don't want. What do you want? What do you want your life to look like? What would be more fun? What would bring more enjoyment? How would you reach your goals? Focus on that. Good. Don't focus on the bad because it just brings you down, okay? So that's my advice for today. I hope that wherever you are, I hope that you're doing well, okay? You can. It is a choice. Health and mental health, here we go again. Sometimes we need help, okay? I battled depression years ago, and I didn't know how to dig myself out of the hole. And so I was all chemically jacked up, and I actually got a prescription, and it helped things settle down. And then once I felt like, okay, everything's going to be all right, then I was able to stop taking the medicine, okay? There's no shame in the game, right? I don't know how much I should ever disclose on here, but I'm not the only person who has these. I'm a human, you're a human, so here we are, being human together and vulnerable. So it wasn't until later in life that I was able to say, okay, I can feel myself getting worked up. I can feel that I am creating chemical reactions in my body that are not the healthiest choices for me. And it's all because of where my mind is spinning off to, okay? I'm thinking about things that probably aren't going to happen. That's another one I tell my kids all the time. It's like you're worrying about something that very small percent chance is going to happen. So what are you doing to yourself? So we just always have to self-regulate and self-parent. To me, that is self-love right there. If you want to start self-love in 2023, perfect. Start with self-parenting, okay? It's not buying yourself something, especially if you can't afford it or whatever. You're only perpetuating the problem, okay? So, let's do this. Let's get healthy. Let's take care of ourselves physically and mentally and spiritually, and let's have the best year of our lives. If you are struggling and you need help, please reach out to someone, anyone, any of your friends, any of your family that can help you. If I resonate with you, feel free to reach out to me, and we'll see if we can't look at where you are in your life, non-judgmentally, and figure out where you want to be, and let's figure out those steps, okay? Let's figure out those steps so that you can have the life that you want, okay? It works. It is work, but if you do the work, it works. So, thank you. Thank you. I always feel better after I do this. So, I mean, thank you for being, okay? All right. Well, I'll talk to you again next week, and feel free to reach out to me or anybody if you're struggling, if you just need a lifeline, anything. There are plenty of healers out there. There are plenty of people that want you to succeed and want to help, okay? So I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.